Okay, so then we go into the na 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 part, and then another verse and a lick, and then they're going to come into the last lead in licks, and what they're playing over that is D and E. So that's the rhythm guitar. So it's a down, up, down, down, up, down, and then you move up to the next chord. Alright, that's the rhythm there of the lead. And then we're into the final lead. Okay, we'll do this outro in sections. Here's the first section at speed. Okay, the first part will go like this. Alright, so what we're doing there is we're hitting the first two strings at 10, and then we're going to bend 12 up and release and hit, and then hit 10, and we'll do the same thing on the second string. Then we come to the third string at 11. So we have this so far. Alright, now what we're going to do is, here's the rest. So we're going to bend second string up again, back to 10, and then we'll grab 11 on the third, and then 12 back to 11 from the second and third string. Then we just hit 10 on the second string. Then he just falls back one, alright? So we have this. Let's do it from the beginning. Alright, so what we're doing after falling back to 9, we're going to pull off from 9 purposely to 7. And then we're going to give the third string at 11 a bend up and a release to 10. Alright, so all together the first lick, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the second half of this part will be just like the first. We're gonna, when we come to the third hitting of the 12, it changes a little bit, so you'll see. Let me show it to you slowly. Now when we bend this 12 up, we're going to come to the first string and we'll do 10, 11, and 12. And then we'll come back to the second string at 12. Okay, so we go back to second string at 10 and then third string at 11. And then we're going to go back 12 on the second string, 11 on the third, and this time we're going to go from, instead of stopping and then slightly falling back, we're going to go from 10 to 12 and back. So all together, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we shift positions. We're going to be in the 9th position, and we'll do this. Alright, so what we're doing there is a bend up and a release at 11 on the 3rd string to 9. Then we're going to catch the 4th, 3rd, and 4th back to the 4th string at the 11th fret. And then give it some vibrato on 3rd string at 9th fret. And then just end with a bend and pull off, and then hit of, that's a 3rd string. And then end up on 11 of the 4th, back to 9 on the 3rd. And the famous lick that you all recognize, and this is consistent throughout the song. We're going to go on the 3rd string from 6 to 4. Then we'll go to 7, 6 on the 4th string. Then we'll go from 4 on the 4th string to the 5th string at 7. And then to 4 on the 5th string to 2. Then we come up to that 9th position. We're going to be on the 2nd string. We'll go from 10 to 9. And then 3rd string from 3rd and 4th string from 11 to 9. And then the 5th string at 12, back to the 4th string at 9. Okay, all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next phrase will sound like this that we're going to do. Part's not too hard. We're going to hit those bottom 2 strings twice, the 10th fret, and then we're going to hit the 12 on the 1st string and bend that a full step up, and then hit it and release. Then we go to 10. So we're doing a little, okay, on the 2nd string. So let's start that again. Okay, the next part. Back and forth. We're going to start out on 10 on the 2nd to 11 on the 3rd, 12 on the 2nd to 11 on the 3rd, and end on the 2nd string at 10. And then we'll move to that 9th position. So you know, a bend and a release on the 3rd string from 11 to 9. Then catch 11 on the 4th down to 11 on the 3rd. Okay, that's the first part of it. The next part of the phrase, we're going to hit those bottom 2 notes again. Bend that 12 up and release. Then we hit 10 on the 2nd. That's what's a little different. Then we're going to go from 12 on the 2nd to 14 on the 2nd. and do the same thing from 14 to 12 on the first string as we did. Okay, so all together. Then we're going to take 15 on the first string, bend and release, and do the same thing on the second string. Then we're going to go to the 17th fret of the second string, hit the second string at 17, then the first string at 17, and pull off to 16. And repeat that. Okay, 4 times. And then our lick. You know that lick, okay? So all together, let's do that final phrase together. Okay, so I'll take the second to last lick with the final lick so you can see how they fit together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Without a doubt, this has to be one of the coolest licks I've ever learned. What he's doing is he's going to come back in, so we're going to go, you know. All right, we're going to outline a D. We're going to go on the 12th fret of the 4th string to the 3rd string at 11, and then we're going to hammer on to from the 2nd string 10 to 12, and then we're going to hammer on and pull off from 10 to 12 on the 1st and 10 to 12 on the 2nd. So we have this. Then we're going to take that 3rd string at 11, hit that and slide up to 13, and then hit 14 on the 4th. We're going to skip that 3rd, and we'll do the same thing with the 2nd and 3rd string. Hammer in, and then hammer on and off. Then we take that 3rd string, strike it at 13, and slide back to 11. Now when we slide back, what we're going to do is some Chuck Berry. We're going to move to the 12th fret on the 3rd string, bend that up, and hit the first 2 strings 4 times. Then we'll come up to the 12th fret position, strike 14 on the 3rd string, and then the 2nd and 1st at 12 3 times. Then we take the 1st string at 14 and bend that up. And then we're into the lick. That takes us out of it. So let me show you that all together. that ends the song. So a lot of notes here, a lot of stuff to learn. Man, some great dynamics by Page. I am just so into him lately, and Zeppelin. I hope you guys enjoy this.